So let me just start this video by saying, as a creator in the queer drag drama space, I am privy to a certain amount of bad mouthing online, and girl, I got thick skin. I don't care what people say about me online, on little Reddit forums, Twitter threads, whatever. I don't. But when you start to bring in my family and my exes into petty drag race drama over a Reddit thread, you have lost your mother fucking mind. And this is where I draw the line. And if y'all haven't been on Twitter or Reddit, let me just catch y'all up real quick. I did a video a few weeks ago called The Unaired Drama and Runways of RuPaul's Drag Race UK versus the World. It was a fun video. Had a little kiki, featured some runways, brought in some podcasts, read some articles, and featured a Reddit user's posts in my videos where they added some interesting timestamps to Roscoe's viewing party videos. I credited that creator, and in the actual recording of the video multiple times. I read their username out loud. I even thanked them. And I want to quickly say thank you to Aidan CR97 who did a little recap on this. Again, thank you so much to Aidan CR97 on Reddit who did these little recaps with timestamps, so helpful. The Reddit user in question, Aidan CR97, or Aidan Clark Rush Copyright, as he apparently wants to be known and sign all of his Reddit posts as now, has apparently been reaching out to me, so imagine my surprise when I see this on Reddit. P.S. Bussy Queen, please respond to my direct tweet or my Instagram DM or my email. Do that challenge. And in the replies of that post, here we see a user, TBITIM, saying, so I don't know if I should or not, but I know his ex and some of his family in Texas. I won't dox any of them publicly, but I did direct them here, so he will definitely see your message now. There is no excuse to ignore you. He owes you an explanation. He's low-key a cowardly bitch. So you probably won't get one though, so just keep that in mind. God bless. It is always the God bless people. The problem though is Aidan CR97's response to that message. I'm super effing grateful that you did this, honestly. I'm a complete stranger to you on the internet, and you certainly didn't have to help me in any shape or form. If you wouldn't mind, I'd love to flick you a Reddit chat message. You're thanking a random stranger on the internet for claiming they contacted my exes and family to help you reach out to me over a fucking Reddit post? You are out of your mind and you have overstepped your boundaries. So Aidan Clark and Rush would like a response. Let's go dig up his email that was sent to my store's customer service line, apparently. Aidan Clark and Rush, here we go. So we are 6 days out from that email. 5 days, I think, actually, from the time of sending this email to this original Reddit post where you thanked someone for trying to contact my family and exes. Hey Bussy, I sent you an Instagram DM last week, but it doesn't seem to have made it to you. I've watched your most recent YouTube videos, and I wanted to reach out and share some thoughts on your use of my Roscoe's viewing party recaps. I would like to start by clarifying that a recap of mine is not a word-for-word transcription, and the majority of the text is written in my own words, via my own perception of what is said during the viewing party. The creation of a recap for a single viewing party can take 3 or 4 hours on average. This time is spent watching the recorded viewing party, which would usually take 50 to 90 minutes to watch uninterrupted, but accounting for stopping and starting to make note of timestamps and summarize discussion points will often double or triple the time required to make it through the whole video. So I must admit that I'm disappointed that I wasn't contacted to obtain permission to use my recaps in a YouTube video. I understand that I've posted my recaps in a public forum for anyone to consume and critique, but I'm also aware that my recap is its own transformative work that differs from the transcript of a viewing party. I don't believe this was your intention, but after watching your most recent video, I was left feeling saddened and disheartened at around 15 hours of my own time and effort appearing to be taken advantage of. I've always really enjoyed your content on YouTube. I genuinely feel discouraged by this situation and hope we can come to some sort of resolution. I look forward to hearing from you. In all 100% honesty, this is a well-written, nicely worded email. And to such lovely, well-written, well-composed emails, I typically take my time to respond. It's just a shame you couldn't wait for a nice response, I suppose. But let's go ahead and give this the response it warrants. Thank you so much for your email. I really appreciate that you watch my videos. I can see that you too are a fan of RuPaul's Drag Race. That's why I was so excited when I found your Reddit posts, which I featured in my videos and both thanked you for multiple times and credited you for in multiple different ways. Ultimately, though, there is no further resolution to reach here. I cited your posts, I credited you by username, and in the same way, via this email, you claim your works are transformative works. My YouTube videos are also transformative works. Both types of creations are protected under fair use policy in YouTube's guidelines. Commentary, drama, news, critique are all fair use. And actually, there is nothing about this policy that even says the original source has to be credited or thanked. But while we're here and discussing permission and talking to content creators for reusing pieces of their work in creations which are ultimately fair use, let me go ahead and ask you, did you ask for permission from Willem in Alaska in this specific timestamp recap for permission to reuse their stories about Drag Race? Did you talk to Rascos to paraphrase their recap video as a whole? Did you talk to RuPaul's Drag Race, who a lot of their stories are about? You can go down this little rabbit hole all day. On top of the fact that when we go to your profile and look at your post history, it seems you only care about copyright and fair use when it comes to me. 141 days ago, we have you sharing Hey Sis, It's Christmas Finale Remix in the Spoiled Drag Race thread, which, says actually it was removed by Reddit in response to a copyright notice. Whoopsie! Oh, and what's this? 134 days ago, you've shared a version of RuPaul's song onto the Spoiled Drag Race subreddit, which is pirating music. And by the way, this absolutely is not fair use. There is no review, commentary, critique, or recap otherwise of this song. It's just resharing pirated music straight to Reddit. Timestamps. We're talking about timestamps. Timestamps on a live viewing party that is a recap of a TV show. That's what we're contacting my family and my exes about. I don't ever do stuff like this, but Aidan, Clark, and Rush, copyrighted 2022, wanted a public feud and response so bad. So bad. You couldn't wait a few more days maybe, for me to get through my schedule of the week and think about a proper email response to his inquiry. So here it is. Here's your public response. And as a final message out there for you and anyone else listening, call me out, call me names, I don't care. But the second that you start to bring in my personal life into petty internet bullshit, that is where I draw the line. Goodbye.